Thank you very much. Well, the flood of the century brought several members of Congress from West Tennessee to town last week to see the damage for themselves. Among them, Congressman Stephen Fincher.
And Representative Fincher has since returned to Washington, but he joins us live now from D.C. We imagine that as a farmer yourself, you understand firsthand how incredibly devastating this will be for not only folks who have been forced out of their homes, but those whose work is also now on hold. I know you're feeling for your fellow farmers in West Tennessee.
Yeah, it is a tough situation, Mary Beth. Good to be with you guys. It's just a bad deal from Lake County all the way down to Shelby County on all the counties that I represent. In Middle Tennessee, flooding also as well. But farmers, you never know what you're going to get from year to year, and they're a tough group of individuals, and we'll make it through, and they'll make it through. But it's just a tough situation.
And right through here now, any idea what type of support is out there for those many, many West Tennessee farmers who've been affected by this flooding?
Yeah. The farmers can go to the USDA website. There is assistance there, and we're trying to work with state and local officials as well. Go to FEMA. There are things happening there. We're just trying to circle the wagon, so to speak, to make sure we cover all the bases. It's just so widespread. So many people are affected, and the farmers. It's very complex now. With many farmers have their crops already hedged against the markets. Now they're not going to be able to plant, so the financial consequences of the flooding is going to be severe in these rural counties. So make sure you reach out to our offices in the district and in Washington. We can help process or get answers for the constituents back home, and make sure we cover everything that hopefully that we can for the folks. So just reach out to us, and we are. This is a thing that's changing day by day, so we're trying to keep up to date as often as we can.
I spoke with one farmer yesterday who just himself had $500,000 in seed that he hadn't been able to get into the ground, not because of the flooding, but because of all the rain we have had up till the flooding. That seed, until it's in the ground, as you know, is not insured. So do you have any idea of the overall, have you ever heard any numbers thrown out of the overall dollar impact of this?
I have not, but I can tell you, as someone who understands how complex and how expensive it is now. A bag of cottonseed now, for instance, is roughly $500 per bag, and one bag will do about 5 acres. So that is just seed alone, not counting fertilizer and herbicide and insecticide and all the other things that go with that. So you're talking millions, billions of dollars by the time it's all said and done. And there's something we talk about. It's horrible that the flooding is happening, but the river is not going to crest and start falling and get below flood stage for quite a while. So these farmers in all of these areas are going to be affected way up in June, and that really is going to be tough. So very expensive. Hopefully we'll have some numbers maybe in the next couple of weeks, maybe sooner, but it's going to be very, very expensive, and our hearts and prayers do go out with these guys.
Indeed they do. Congressman Stephen Fincher, thank you very much for joining us this morning.